The reason so many millennials, Gen Zs, and sincerely adults are depressed, confused, and sad today is because those in their lives have contributed to them making the wrong decisions and choices of courses to read or people to get involved in relationship with. There are so many scenarios whereby family members, loved ones, guardians, and parents have pushed their kids or their younger ones into making decisions about courses to read and people to get involved in relationship with, which has brought about confusion and made them to be depressed. Pushing your kids to go and study in line with what you love or what you are passionate about is a recipe for disaster. Let's paint a scenario. Now, you have a scenario where a father had wanted to become a medical doctor, but due to the cost, the family he came from, or happenstance, he was not able to become one. Now he wants to force or push his kids to go and become a medical doctor or become doctors because that's what he loved, just to satisfy his desires and to make people realize that in his family he has a doctor. For some other family, it is the desire for competition. They've seen people in their churches. They've seen family friends. They've seen people in their neighborhood have kids and have family members that are medical doctors. So here they are. They want their own kids to become doctors, engineers, lawyers, and accountants. But they forgot that there has to be passion for something. They do not even care if their kids or their wards have passion for that line or direction they want them to study in. Now, such instances can bring about disaster, can bring about sadness and depression in the life of those involved. There are families where there are families with kids that have the gifts or the passion for dancing, for writing, for example. Now, if you if you are somebody that is gifted in the area of writing, you should be encouraged and pushed to continue to write until you become successful in writing. And that's the role of the parents and guardians. You ought to study your kids, especially from when they were small, when they were growing. You need to align their thoughts and ideas with their passion and their desires in life, as opposed to trying to force them or push them to go and do or study things that you want or you are desirous about. I say this to tell you that if you look around you, you find that your kids are depressed. You find that your loved ones or your younger ones are depressed because you have contributed in them making the wrong decisions about their life. In this 2025, that has to come to an end. So you need to study your kids, find out what they are passionate about, as opposed to pushing or forcing them to go all out to read courses or get involved in relationship with people you want. It should be about them, not about you. So if you look around the world today again, you'll find a lot of people who are successful in singing, in writing, in running, in dancing, and a lot of other beautiful things that they are passionate about. Because the truth is, you can only be fulfilled in life. A child could only be fulfilled in life if they are in the place of their strength, if they are in their strength zone, if they are in the place of their potential, if they are in the place of their giftings and talents. And not to think so is naive. I've said this to tell you that people are succeeding today in their areas of giftings, and it has to be the passion. It has to come down to the person's zone of strength. So all you need to do as a family, as a parent, as a guardian is to guide your kids, is to work with them and help them align their desires, their strength, their passion with their gifts and talent in life. I say this to tell you that if your child desires or want to become a doctor, you need to encourage them in line with becoming a doctor, a medical practitioner. You don't need to force them to become lawyers. If the child wants to become a lawyer, it's not for you to force them to become what you want them to be. It has to be what they want to be, what they are passionate about becoming in life. I say this to tell you that by the time you will be in your work environment, By the time you'll be in your office or wherever you are doing your work, they will be the ones in the class attending the classes. And this is why you find a lot of kids jump out of class when instructors in certain subjects are approaching the class. The reason is because they are not passionate about that. So stop pushing or forcing your kids to study in line with your own desires or your own passion in life. It has to be about them. The only way anybody can be fulfilled and happy in life is when they are in their place of strength, their zone of strength, is when they have discovered their strength and then maximize their strength in area in the line with their gifts and the on talent in life. I say this to tell you that in this 2025, things has to change. Because if your kids, if your words are going to be successful, if they will do well, then it has to be about them, not about you. Find a lot of millennials, I find a lot of adults today and Gen Zs who have become depressed and sad because some family friends, some family members, some guardians, some parents made them to make choices they are not excited or happy about, and they have become sad. And if a person is sad, if a person is depressed, what is there in life? They cannot be their best. They are not happy. And if they are not happy, they would certainly transfer aggression. I don't suppose you want to be a guardian. You don't want to be a parent. You don't want to be a family member that will receive the act of aggression or transfer of aggression from your loved ones that you have contributed in their lives with their wrong decisions. I'll say this to tell you that you have greatness in you. Your kids, your words, those you are helping in life have what it takes to become what they want to be. All you need to do as a parent, as a guardian, as a family member is to guide them, is to work with them in line with their own abilities, their potentials, and their gifts in life. I say this to tell you that the only way a person can be happy, the only way a person can be fulfilled in life, the only way a person can become their best in life is if they work in line with their giftings, their passion, their potential, and their talents in life. You have greatness in you. You have all it takes to go to the next trajectory of your life. But you need to stay consistent and committed to your abilities and your potentials in life. Because if you adopt all of these and apply this in your life, I will truly see you at the top. Please, I'd like for you to subscribe to this video, follow, drop your comments, and like this video as I will see you in the top.